Hey everyone, in my last video I told you I'd give you some tips on how to deal with your anger as well as your partners. So let's get straight to it. Now, anger is an emotion that we all experience and it signifies that something has to be done, right? I mean, anger does make you aware that there is a problem, but how you deal with your anger can become a big part of the problem. For some couples, anger can make it nearly impossible to figure out what the issue is and how to fix it. For most couples, anger itself is not the issue. What becomes problematic is how people deal with their own anger and how well they deal with their partners. So here is a step-by-step way to deal with anger. Step 1, time out. Breathe, count backwards from 10 to 1 and take time out to calm yourself down. Step 2, own your anger. This means to accept that your anger belongs to you and that it is telling you something about yourself. This anger is yours and you gotta own it. The truth is, even though the rage is directed at your partner, the rage is always about you than about your partner. You can have valid complaints about your partner's actions, but the emotion is ultimately yours. Step 3, think about what your anger is all about. Once you accept anger as your own, it means that you are now in control of your emotions. So your next step would be to think what your anger is about. Even if it's hard, try to focus on yourself, not your partner's actions. I'm not saying that your partner is right or that your partner is wrong. I am saying that you need to focus on handling yourself so you can express your thoughts respectfully and appropriately to your partner, allowing both of you to work together to find solutions. Step 4, understand that these thoughts and emotions are your perspective. This is very important. Many a time we think that everyone shares the same thoughts and perspectives as we do. This is not true at all. Keep in mind that your thoughts and emotions are your perspective, and keep in mind that your partner has his or her own perspective, that you guys will always be different from each other because you are two different people with different experiences. Now, when you begin to think like this, it will help you stay calm throughout the process of dealing with your emotions. Step 5, write down your thoughts. What are your angry thoughts exactly? Write down your thoughts to get a full picture about what exactly happened that led to you feeling angry. Step 6, evaluate your underlying emotions. Think of the other emotions that are involved. Many a time, anger is a secondary emotion that often hides the primary or softer emotions. Examples of primary emotions are feeling sad, afraid, hurt, or rejected. Now, anger is often a defense against feeling vulnerable. Many of us have been brought up to ignore our vulnerabilities and push through problems, as vulnerability is often seen as a weakness in many cultures. Step 7, pay attention to your partner's anger as well. Remind yourself that your partner is coming from his or her point of view and personal experiences. Your own narrative and feelings are important at this time, but so is your partner's. However, this form of empathy and consideration requires a lot of practice, but gradually with time, you will see growth and positive changes in yourself and in your relationship. Perhaps your partner will initially react with surprise and even irritation that you are changing your techniques of conflict from the usual way of fighting, but if you keep up your end of the relationship and work on handling yourself well, your partner will eventually follow through and give you the courtesy and support whenever you are upset. Now, in an ideal world, partners will take turns being upset, but in the real world, we get upset at the same time. This is where repair work becomes important. So what do I mean by repair? It means breathe, apologize, stay calm, and remind yourself why you are in the relationship and that you are in control of how you express your emotions. I know anger can feel like a huge relief as emotional energy is released and vulnerabilities are pushed away from your awareness. So being angry at your partner is sometimes easier than facing your own inner demons. I understand this. But remember that the consequences of reacting with anger in a relationship can be severe. So here were some steps on how to manage your anger and your partners. My name is Reshma Raju. I am a holistic psychologist. If you have any questions, please feel free to reach out. Thank you so much for watching.